Everybody, welcome to the meeting of the Board of Education for this evening. We'd like to start out with the roll call.
Mrs. Becker,
I'm here.
Mrs. Chu, Mrs. Howard,
Here.
Mrs. Lax, Mr. McAvoy,
Here.
Mr. Philipchak,
Present.
Mrs. Shaw,
Here.
Mr. Simmons, Dr. Cohen.
Here. Will
We
you all
got one.
please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The New Jersey Open Public Meetings Law was enacted to ensure the right of the public to have advance notice of and to attend the meetings of public bodies at which any business affecting their interests is discussed and acted upon. In accordance with the provisions of this act, the East Brunswick Board of Education has caused notice of this meeting to be published by having the date, time, and place thereof posted at the Board of Education offices located at 760 Route 18, East Brunswick, New Jersey. Written notice was also provided to the Sentinel, the Newark Star Ledger, the Home News and Tribune, and the Municipal Clerk of East Brunswick on July 7th, 2015. All Board of Education meetings, with the exception of executive session discussions, are videotaped for later broadcast. It is the policy of the Board of Education that videotape meetings are not edited for any purpose. Individuals who speak at the board's public meetings should be aware of these videotaping rules. We'll start out, as usual, with our superintendent's report. Dr. Valesky.
Thank you, Dr. Cohen. Good evening, everyone. Staff members returned on September 1st, a day before the students, to prepare for the school opening and to receive important guidance from administrators. I enjoyed visiting the schools and was impressed with the engagement and professionalism of the staff. I would like to thank all of our staff for the time and effort they put into preparing our schools and classrooms for opening day. On Wednesday, September 2nd, the new school year began for approximately 8,100 students. Teaching and learning was evident from the moment the first bell rang in all 11 of our Blue Ribbon schools. As I toured the buildings, I had the opportunity to speak with teachers and students who were excited to be back. I'm happy to report the new school year is off to a great start. The safety and security team met with all new teachers. Teachers learned how to address issues they might face in their classrooms and school buildings. Teachers saw firsthand how the cooperation between the township agencies and the district helps ensure the safety of our students. Back to school nights for parents started on Tuesday, September 8th. Along with Dr. Cohen, I attended several and was impressed with the number of parents in attendance, some of whom are administrators or staff members in our district. Meeting your child's teacher is a great way to stay involved in your child's education. While at back to school night, please stop at the PTA membership table. Become a member of your school's PTA and show support for all that the PTA does to enhance our students' educational experience and promote a positive school culture. You can also show your support for the East Brunswick Education Foundation along with the student-run EBEF Association. Members will be offering Apples for Education at all back-to-school nights for a small donation. All proceeds will be used to fund grants which enhance and enrich teaching and learning for the students. Stop by the EBEF table and learn how you can support the foundation during this school year. I'm proud to announce that 8 students have been selected as semifinalists in the 2016 National Merit Scholarship Competition. These students were among 1.5 million juniors across 22,000 high schools who took the 2015 preliminary SAT National Merit Scholarship qualifying test, which serves as an initial screening of the program entrance. Heather O'Reilly, former graduate of East Brunswick High School, 3-time Olympic gold medalist and 3-time World Cup medalist, stopped by the East Brunswick High School for a surprise visit with the EBHS girls soccer team. The athletes were motivated by Heather's words of encouragement. The Community Programs Department is offering after-school tennis classes to elementary students. They are also offering after-school cooking, flag football, and cross-country running for Hammersholt Middle School students. The deadline for registration is September 22nd. Registration information can be found in the virtual backpacks on each school's website. Several projects that began this summer are reaching completion. The high school cafeteria has received an impressive facelift. The high school gym is under renovation and expected to be complete by this winter. Our buses are now parked at the new Edgeboro Transportation Facility, where construction is continuing. And the first phase of improved climate control was completed at Irwin and Chittick schools. These buildings will be air-conditioned after the next phase of construction. Please remember that schools will be closed on Monday and Tuesday, September 14th and 15th, and Wednesday, September 23rd, for fall recess. And if you are looking for something to do on Saturday, September 19th, stop by the East Brunswick Public Schools table at the second annual East Brunswick Day from 12 noon to 5 p.m. The event, sponsored by the East Brunswick Township Recreation Department, will take place at the East Brunswick Community Arts Center, located at 721 Cranberry Road. I look forward to seeing you there. And one last thing that I wanted to give, this afternoon we had a situation, power outage at Memorial Elementary School and a loss of power at Warnsdorfer Elementary School, where we had a down power line. And I just want to give kudos to the East Brunswick Police Department for their prompt response, securing the scene, providing emergency lighting for our students in the after-school program. As always, they're great to work with, and I just wanted to publicly acknowledge their cooperation, participation, and support of what we do. So thank you, EBPD.
Right, I just had a question on something that Dr. Valesky talked about. Bernie, I'm going to ask you for the cost of something, and if you don't know off the top of your head, it's fine. You can let me know next week or the week after. We talked about the buses are now being parked at Edgeboro. Approximately, how much are we saving? How much were we spending on parking spots and other places for
I
our buses?
believe our monthly lease for the property that we were utilizing was about $1,500 per month.
Per month.
Yes.
So we're saving a nice bit of money. Great, thank you.
Good. Thank you, Dr. Valesky.
I actually have a question also
Sure.
about this afternoon. I thought that the Nixle report that went out was kind of misleading and lacking information. And I'm wondering what we can do to provide better clarity. I mean, I thought that once the robocalls began, I
Right.
thought I could understand things
Right.
a little bit further. I'm actually trying to pull up,
I understand.
but,
I understand.
yeah.
We had, so let me explain the situation. When we have, when we do, it's called a Blackboard Connect. So when the screen comes up, you have the ability to do, you can record from a script, you can record a telephone message. You can send an email of that same script, or you can create a text message. And so if you write a script that you're going to record, you can cut and paste that script into the email, no problem, there are no limitations on that. What happens is when you take that same document and you want to put it in the text message, you're truncated to only so many characters, and so it gives you very limited space. And so there is a field that says subject, but it's for the person that's actually creating the text message. And then we realized after transportation had sent it out, that the message without any kind of precursor
Right.
looked like something other than what it really was.
Okay, yeah, because it's saying the police are addressing the situation,
Right.
but the parents had no idea what that
Right.
situation might be at that
And
point
then the
in
email
time.
that probably followed that text, when they got that, the subject heading was down power line at Warnsdorfer.
Right, right.
Road closure. So we understand and we acknowledge it because I think Mrs. Warren fielded one of many, or many of probably hundreds of phone calls from parents with that same confusion. So what we're going to do, and I learned this myself by doing my winter calls last year, we're going to set up a training for people on how to actually create a communication. So, and then have somebody else look at it so we can make sure that, well, people interpret that the right way. But in the haste of trying to get this information out, we made a mistake. And so the second one was sent out, but it did create some confusion.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'd like to correct something that I responded to Mrs. Becker on, because I
Looked
just
up
went
the
and
number?
looked it up. I was off by just a little bit. It was $3,500 a month.
Oh,
That's my recollection.
difference.
Yes.
35,000 a year, yeah.
Okay.
great. Thank you, Bernie.
You're welcome.